Chapter 53. For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. 2 Timothy 1:7. I love books. Date written, May 3, 2018. By Oliver C. Colobong. Do not judge the book by its cover. This is a famous quote that we mostly hear around when we talk about books. This means before you judge anything, especially a person around you, give them respect before you because you don't know them well. Try to look at yourself on the mirror before you judge others. I started to read a book 3 years ago. I have been a list up to present. There are about 600 plus for my records and still counting. I am glad and I am stilI remember the first book in my hands, entitled The 5 Major Piece to the Life Puzzle by Jim Rohn. It was an inspiring book to read and I recommend it to anyone who never tried to read before. Right from the start, when I open my very first book, it's difficult to understand quickly every words that I read, and also the grammar that I expect for me to understand easily, but it's difficult for the first time. The accuracy of reading a book is totally very slow. Sometimes I need to read twice before I truly understand what the word means to me. Mostly I open up my online dictionary to come up the meaning until I finish the whole book for at least 2 weeks. And from that time I have the confidence to finish a second book again. After I done researching how to read book faster and better, I found YouTube some tips how to read faster and become quick learner, especially every single words I speak and look out the meaning. Until one time I was so obsessed to read book every day, and if I have a free time, especially weekend, through online reading. I downloaded different category of books, from business type, health and book about diet, and one interesting book that I read is the Bible. Every day when I reach home from work, I started to read piece by piece. Every night before sleep. I did it for almost 3 months, because I just read Atlas 2 to 3 pages every night, and I do some research about books recommendation from famous businessmen and successful people, like Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Robert Kiyosaki, Donald Trump, Mark Cuban, Ty Lopez, Joel Osteen, Wayne Dyer, Bo Sanchez, Chinky Tan, and a lot more. They have an incredible story to tell before they become success in life. As an amateur reader, I am so patiently read every single story they have, and it was written on the book. I love reading books not because of the good story, it's because I like the English language. I am using my iPad for reading ebook, searching different website where I can find free book to download, and fortunately I found thousands of book to be download. I download those book that interesting for me, like In Defense of Food. And it was one of the interesting book I've read in the past and truly had a big impact to my lifestyle and my family too. Every story that I've known and shared with them in detail. Until one day reading a book until early in the morning, because there are some story of a book that you want to finish as early as possible, especially Jim Rohn books, and it's really addicted for me. There are times I spending reading a book underneath a tree during 2 to 3 hours of reading, and sometimes more than that. There are times during Sunday I spend my whole day at Yishan Library. I read so many books and have a chance to capturing those image and keep as future reference.